The curtain goes up at the United Nations on what the world hopes is the final act in the drama that was the Cuban crisis. The Soviet Union is represented by Khrushchev's special envoy, Russia's first deputy foreign minister, Vasily Kuznetsov. He is here to confer with Thant before the acting Secretary General left for Cuba to arrange the dismantling of Soviet missile bases. Thant met separately with both Russian and United States representatives to iron out some preliminary details before his conferences with Castro. It is planned that observers from nations not allied with either side will supervise the removal of the sites. Then it is hoped the final curtain will fall. Neither Paris nor the rest of France is showing any great interest in President Charles De Gaulle's referendum on changing the laws governing the election of the French president. Despite pleas from parties of all political shades, the voters don't turn out in the numbers De Gaulle had envisioned. Just about 75% of the eligible electorate cast their ballots. But of those, General De Gaulle is backed by 61%. He had threatened to resign if the voters did not back his referendum to elect the president by popular vote and not by a selected college of 30,000 notables. It is a De Gaulle victory, but far from the overwhelming votes of confidence that he has been able to muster in the past. President De Gaulle polls the smallest vote since he took over in 1958, but he looks on it as a personal victory. Neither snow, nor sleet, nor the mud underfoot will stay the trotters in the completion of their appointed rounds. In the United Nations Trot at New York's Yonkers Raceway, 8 horses plow through the slop in the chase for $30,000 first money. Sumac Lad is the prohibitive favorite among the Never Say Die fans who face a snowstorm as bravely as do the horses. In the backstretch, there's drama in the making. Running last is number 7, Elaine Rodney, a mare, and a rank outsider at 24-1. But she's coming into her own just like another Cinderella. As she moves up, Clint Hutchins spots an opening as another horse breaks, and he drives Elaine through the hole. Now watch her swing 4 horses wide and come pounding down the wire to the finish. She nips Sumac Lad going down to the wire and sloshes home an easy winner. Elaine Rodney, a hot horse on a cold, cold night. It's a frigid crowd in Harvard Stadium at Cambridge for this year's renewal of the classic Harvard-Dartmouth game. But they're treated to some hot football as Dartmouth settles right down to staying on top in the Ivy League. Tom Spangenberg rips off 14 yards for a curtain raiser. Then Spangenberg goes through again, this time for 9. But the big Dartmouth threat is Captain Bill King with his option rollouts. This one around left end brings the ball to the Harvard 20. When Harvard holds, Bill Wellstead boots a field goal from the 22 that just makes it to put the Indians ahead 3-0. Dartmouth is after its first victory over Harvard in 3 years as King rolls around in for a touchdown. Harvard holds the Indians in the 3rd quarter, but in the 4th, Tom Parkinson wiggles through for 17. King sparks the drive with a pass to Johnny McLean that sets up still another touchdown for the Green, with King dancing around end for his 2nd touchdown. Harvard, however, makes the play of the day. Mike Bassett passes from his own 18, and Bill Taylor is off and running. This is the first time Dartmouth's goal line has been crossed this year, but Dartmouth stays on top, 24-6. Notre Dame trots into Dikey Stadium at Evanston, Illinois to meet undefeated Northwestern, and the Wildcats get down to the business of clawing the Irish. Larry Bentz picks up 8 yards. Then the Northwestern sensation, Tom Myers, pitches to Chuck Logan for 10. The Wildcats follow through with a touchdown as Steve Murphy dives into the end zone. The Wildcats snipe at Notre Dame Aerials. Dennis Zott's pass intercepted by George Bunda, and he returns it to the Irish 23. Then Myers, the Wildcat whiz, rolls out with the ball, feints and fakes before connecting with Paul Flatley in the end zone. Northwestern is heading for its 5th straight win. Notre Dame gets its Irish up in the last quarter, and Darrell LaMonica fires down the middle to Jim Sherlock for a 40-yard gain to the Wildcat 25. And a few plays later, LaMonica keeps it to go to the 4-yard line. Notre Dame erases the goose egg as Joe Farrell punches over from the 3. Northwestern keeps a clean slate 35-6.